What's up, guys? It's your boy Ominous Nebula. Now, I know I haven't done a tier list video in forever, but you know, I'm gonna do a tier list video finally. I'm gonna be giving you guys basically my input on the best Loomians and what I think are the best Loomians in this update currently at the moment. And as you guys know, we have S+, S, A, B, C, D, E. And instead of E, I'm going to be changing it to like I don't know, because I feel like there's some Loomians on here that I can't really give a valid opinion on just because I haven't seen it enough or haven't used it enough. So yeah, but pretty much it goes from here: D, C, B, A, S, S+. S+ obviously being the best, S being like really good, A being like, you know, pretty good but not as good as S, B is just like moderate, C is like not that good, D is just, you know, you probably shouldn't be using it this update. But anyways, let's get into it. Now, the first Loomian we have on here is Avitross. Now, Avitross, I'm gonna put it at B, mainly because it's still very usable. You could definitely still use Avitross. However, there's just so many metal types right now, and you know, even Garbantus being a thing, a Garbantus low-key could like take out an Avitross if it has like enough burrows and if Avitross doesn't play it right. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it at B. It's definitely not C, but it's like, it's pretty moderate. It's not that good, but it's also like not bad at all. It's like a in between basically. Borak, I'm putting you at S. Borak, I haven't been seeing many in battle, but when I have, it definitely poses a threat to a lot of Loomians, mainly the metal types. Besides Garbantus, Garbantus is probably one of the reasons why I don't struggle with Borax at all. Garbantus pretty much hard counters it in my opinion, which it actually does. If you use Burrow and have Health Amulet, then you pretty much can beat any Borak you want. But yeah, we're gonna have Borak at S, and talking about Garbantus, we're gonna move Garbantus to S+. Now, I might be biased on this one because I really like Garbantus a lot, and every time I use it, it seems to do at least like take out 2 Loomians or something. It's really good. I personally like Garbantus a lot. One of my favorites, and you know, probably the best Loomian in this update, obviously. But we got Chartiki. Chartiki I'm putting at A. Chartiki is really good this update. It has Life Drain and Fire Breath, as well as Barter, and you can barter on Volcanic Ash or Heavy Shackles to other Loomians, which makes it extremely good, and it just has a lot of coverage in this update especially. So I'm gonna put Chartiki at A, my bad, not Garbantus. But yeah, next we got Cinnamoth. Cinnamoth, I'm gonna say it's trash, but you know, I don't really know. I don't know if Cinnamoth is performing well this update. But I'm gonna put it, I don't know, or like I can't really judge, because you know, I can't really judge like Cinnamoth. Now we got Duskit. Duskit's at C tier. Duskit just hasn't been doing that good this update, I'm gonna be honest. It's very underwhelming, especially when they send it out. The only thing it's really good for at the moment is like taking out Vesperado, and that's maybe not even a guaranteed, or Ursul. I don't even know if it can take out either of those Loomians, but yeah, I'd put Duskit at C, either C or B, because it actually can deal with Pharaohs pretty well. So I might put it at B. It's not terrible, but you know, it's moderate. It's not bad or it's not good either. Now next we have Iguana. Iguana is A. Iguana is pretty much hard countering Zulongs, as well as like Hunder even sometimes, but not all the time. Obviously Hunder does no Mega Chomp, so it's not like a perfect counter, but it does, you know, it does pretty well against like most of the metagame, or at least most of the Loomians out right now, such as Gardrone, Stratosaur, Zulong, those types of Loomians. Now next we have Serenite. Serenite I'm gonna put at B tier. It's not really doing that good. It's not that good right now, but it's definitely still usable, especially with the terrifying ability, and it's absurd melee defense. It really can, you know, deal some moderately good damage. So that's why I have Serenite at B. Any higher? Nah, I don't see it going any higher. Eruptodon, I got at B. I used Eruptodon, and honestly guys, I'm gonna say it right now, Eruptodon is pretty underwhelming. I used it. I have like 2 Eruptodons, 3 actually, that I plan on using, but I already used like 2 of them. They're not that they're not that good. I don't know how to describe it. When you use it, I just feel like you're at a bigger disadvantage. I feel like you could have put a better Loomian, like Iguana or something, instead of Eruptodon. Eruptodon's like the like if you were doing you would use Eruptodon, because it's not really that good right now, at least from what I've seen. Obviously, other people could have better experiences with it, but my experience so far is not the best with Eruptodon. Valkyrie, I'm gonna put at I put at C. It's honestly not even doing that good. I'm gonna be honest, if you're using Valkyrie, you have to run secret ability right now. But you don't even have to, but I'm gonna just say right now it's not doing that good. Valkyrie is not doing that good right now. In my opinion, I don't think Valkyrie is doing that good. It's just my opinion, you know? And we're gonna have T-Clips at the B tier. T-Clips is also another Loomian. It's actually doing pretty well, but I wouldn't say is doing like, you know, amazing ever since this update came out, because you do know we have pretty much a bunch of medals now. We got Tyrex, Stratosaur, Gardrone, Hunder, and Munchwheel sometimes, but mostly T-Clips isn't, you know, it's not doing that good because of all the metal types and all the counters that people are making up for the metal types, such as like Tatab. Tatab can take out a T-Clips. And speaking of Tatab, you're definitely at S plus or S. I'd definitely put you at S plus or S. It honestly could go either way. I think Tatab is definitely up there though. It actually might even be S plus in my opinion. Tatab is doing really good this meta and is performing pretty well. Florent, I'm gonna put it at C. Same with Gasstroke. These two aren't doing the best, especially this update, since Ikazune is like, you know, very, very common, and Stratosaur exists, so it pretty much counters both of those Loomians. So I wouldn't say that they're doing the best, but they're definitely not bad. You could still use them. You might even be able to put Florent at B, but I think C is a fair spot for it. Gabademic, I'd put at the B tier. Gabademic can actually hypnotize, and it learns Trip Root now, which could deal pretty good damage against like Loomians such as Setamars, Tyrex, you know, those types of Loomians. And I honestly think Gabademic is pretty good this update, but I can't really give a judgment on it, so I'm gonna put it at, I don't know, but if I had to take a guess, I would put it at the B tier. So we're gonna do I don't know for Gabademic. Now Himber, for Himber personally, I'd put it at the B tier. I wouldn't put it at A tier. I would put it at B tier, mainly because Himber just isn't, I don't know, there's a lot of things that can counter it, mainly the metal types. It's honestly, I don't even think it's B tier. I'd put it at C tier, to be honest. The only thing Himber has like that's going for it right now is Icicle Traps and Yeti's Wrath, but even then it still gets, you know, it just gets rid of it by Ikazuna and Krakaloa and those types of Loomians, which can take out Himber. So Icicle, I'm gonna put it, I don't know, but I actually, you know what, we're just gonna put it at D. Icicle is not good. Ikazune, you're definitely at S. Ikazune is doing really, really good. Definitely one of the best Loomians this update. Krakaloa, we're gonna put you at A. I think Krakaloa is also performing really well this update, which is really nice to see, to be honest, because Krakaloa has been, you know, pretty underrated, and now it's shining pretty well. Illuminati, I'd put at S tier. It's doing pretty good right now, this update. You know, it counters a lot of Loomians, has a really good typing in this update especially. So I'd definitely put Illuminati at the S tier. Luxor, D. Mewtwo, I'd put at the B tier. Once again, it's not really that OP, but you know, it's still a pretty good Loomian to run. I wouldn't say it's like one of the best, but it's definitely like not something you should slack on, mainly because all the metal types this update, you can't really use Mewtwo. So next we have Obsidian. I'm gonna put you at the A tier. Obviously, me being biased, I honestly think Obsidian could possibly make it to the S tier, but for now I'd put Obsi either at the A or the B tier, to be honest. A or B, something like that. Probably A though. Next we have Pharaoh. I'm gonna put you at the A tier as well. mainly because of its Boulder Blast. Without Boulder Blast, it wouldn't be that high at all. It'd probably be B tier, but it does learn Boulder Blast, which makes it very effective, especially with all the typing that's going around, such as like Ikazune, Chartiki, Krakaloa. You know, Pharaoh can do pretty well against them. Now, Ragoon, I'm gonna put at the I don't know. Revenine, I don't know. Cinemars, I'd put at the A tier. Cinemars is actually doing really well, mainly for the range attack tanking. It's pretty good if you run very clever or whatever set you do run on it. But personally, I think Cinemars is really good. Next, we have Shachi. I'd put Shachi at the B tier because once again, all the metal types and all the metal typings, you know, just making Shachi, you know, kind of dead. Now next we have Swolder. Swolder, I haven't really been seeing it this much this update, but if I had to take a guess, I'd probably put it at like maybe because Garbantus is a thing, I'd probably put it at the B tier only because Garbantus exists and, you know, it can take poisons and stuff like that. You can get rid of barbs as well. Terrafly, I'd put you at the C tier. And you know, we got a lot of good Loomians here. I think this is somewhat accurate at the moment, but I can't really say that for sure. Trumbull, I'd put you like right here. T-Clips, I'd probably put you like right here though. I'd probably put you like around there, that area. Now, Trumbull we got at the B tier. It's not really performing that well, mainly because of Obsidian. All the robust melee attackers or melee defenses, you know, everyone's pretty much investing in melee defense right now. Umbra, I'd put at the C tier, maybe D tier, honestly, either C or D. Umbra, actually, yeah, you're probably saying at a D tier. I'm gonna be honest, you're probably D tier, Umbra. Now, Ursol's actually really good this update. I definitely put Ursol at the A tier, mainly because like it has Terrifying. Same with Vesperado. Terrifying, and you know, just overall it has Chase Down as well. So if you do send in Ursol against Tatab's pretty much screwed. And if they don't double out, they're definitely screwed. So yeah, I definitely put Ursol at the A tier. But same with Vesp. They're both really good. Now, Ventation, we're gonna have to put you at the B tier. I'd say like around like right here, in between T-Clips and Swolder. I think that's a fair spot in my opinion. I think it's a fair spot for Ventation, mainly because it has Sleet Shot, Geyser, and you know, the water type is really good this update. Vocaloa, honestly, you're just not good. I'm sorry, Vocaloa isn't good, guys. It just isn't. Wiki, I'm gonna put the I don't know, because I haven't been seeing Wiki at all this update. I haven't seen one Wiki, so I'm gonna put I don't know because I really don't know. So Zulong, I'm definitely gonna have you at the A tier. Zulong is definitely performing really well. Has Elemental Burst, which is pretty much carrying it at the moment. Dyborg, you're not good, I'm sorry. I mean, the only thing you have is Priority Sleep, and even then, that's not even helping you that much, to be honest, because you can't use anything because you have no moves. Anyways, Gardrone, I'm putting Gardrone at the A tier. Gardrone is really good for a revenge killer, but it's pretty much just like choose your sack. Pretty much is what Gardrone is. Now, Hunder, I'd put at the S+. Hunder is pretty good this update. I'd either put it at S+ or S. You know, for Hunder, because Hunder is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, Hunder is pretty good this update. And honestly, I'd put it at S+. You know, we don't have many S, or I'd probably do this then. If I did that, I'd probably do this, something like that. S+, Hunder, and Garbantus. Garbantus especially. I know I've swept so many people with Garbantus today, it's not even funny. That's probably why I'm biased, but you know, it honestly, I think it deserves S+. Munchwheel, it's not a bad Loomian, but it's definitely not, you know, that good. I put Munchwheel at the B tier, for good reason, because obviously, if you use Munchwheel correctly, it'll do you some work. Protogon, I'm sorry guys, Protogon this update, its moves are like, it relies too much on RNG, if that makes sense. I'd put Protogon at C. I've already used it, it's not the best. Now Stratosaur, I'd put it at the I could see it going A tier. I could honestly see Stratosaur being an A tier Loomian. It pretty much has Airblade, which is pretty good against especially grass types, and fire types as well. So I'd probably put Stratosaur A. I could go with that. And Tyrex, I'd put at the A tier once again. I'd probably put it like right here though, because it pretty much hard counters Iguana. It actually learns Earthquake, so maybe I could actually put it right here if I really wanted to. Krakaloa, I'd probably put you right behind it. And yeah, that's my tier list. I honestly think it's somewhat accurate. I honestly like how it turned out. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments, because I know some of you guys might be questioning this tier list and be wondering like, why are some Loomians higher than others? But once again, guys, this is just an opinion, not 100% official or accurate. It's just my opinion on what I think is accurate. So once again, you don't have to like go and harass me in the comments, but you know, I'll definitely be willing to like listen to what you guys think about this tier list. But other than that, it's your boy Ominous Nebula, and we out. Peace.